All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to talk about some good news and some bad news. Starting with the bad news, all right? So, the bad news is that there are TikTokers and YouTubers, a lot of them are dying at the age of 19. It's very, very sad. I don't know what's happening with 19-year-old YouTubers and TikTokers. There's just a lot, not that there's a lot, I'm sure there's tons of them and they're all living, but most of them are living. They're young, they're going to have good lives. But there are like the last couple of weeks or months, maybe the last 2 or 3 months, there's been like five 19-year-old TikTokers or YouTubers that have died, and it's crazy. This one seemed to be doing, I'm not sure what the name of this TikToker was, but they were dancers and they were like really cute and they were so young and they did like dance, like catchy dance numbers and looked really adorable. So they did these dance numbers and they had dealt with maybe, it seemed like it was an illegal incident they were dealing with. Like they might have had some people that were immigrants from another country that were illegally sent here, and I don't know why they would have done this because I mean, you know, they were established YouTuber. They could have just got them in the country. I'm sure naturally. I don't know. Maybe there was some other illegal activity. Maybe that's why. And they were being chased in a car and they died because they went into a ditch or they. I'm not sure if it was in a forest. I just remember they had their car rolled over and it burned and then they burned to death, which is very very sad. All right. So that was yet another 19-year-old TikToker who died or YouTuber who died, and it's really really sad, right? I don't care. I mean, obviously the illegal activity is disturbing, but who knows what was actually happening there? Maybe it was not illegal. Maybe who knows what actually happened? But despite that, he was a creative mind. He was a YouTuber. I mean, hopefully he didn't do anything too serious, but I mean, no one should die at 19. I mean, some people are terrible criminals. Maybe it's not as easy to say the same thing, but I think every human life has value. And so I don't think all criminals are necessarily um, dealt. You know, if they're in jail and put away, you know, I think people should live. You know, I don't think people should die. But I mean, people like with criminals that do very serious offenses, people do feel they should die, which makes sense. But anyway, um, yes. So and the good news is now I know this is extreme because I went from really 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 sad bad news. Well, I'll keep talking about the bad news for a minute. I'll talk about the good news soon, but I'll talk about the bad news still. So a lot of good quality 19-year-old YouTubers and TikTokers were dying as well. There was that farm girl who had been a ranch hand and had done ranch work and farm work, and she was like so adorable. She was like the cutest girl. She talked about farm things because she had worked on a farm all her life. She was growing up, and she was obviously a stable hand or a girl that helped on the farm with her family farm, and she was already doing well, I'm sure, but I mean, to have a YouTube and TikTok about that is cute because no one ever really talks about that. So it was really adorable. And then there's other 19-year-olds, like, I forget what the other one's name was. But yes, the other 19-year-olds, and you're just like, it's so sad. It's such a young age. Like, when I was 19, I was like, I wasn't even thinking about being a celebrity or anything, but I was like so happy. I really felt good, and I really felt like there was nothing wrong with my life, and I felt that I was gonna live like forever. I felt really, really good. So it's really, really sad. Anyway, obviously, talk about good news after that. It's kind of like a lost point, but I am still going to talk about the good news. Okay, so the good news is there are Halloween specials. It's good to talk about good news despite bad news because obviously we want to hear both. We want to hear both, and especially the good news. But anyway, so the good news is there are Halloween specials coming out soon. Okay, and in the Halloween specials, they are starting October 1st. My special is kind of starting on October 1st, but I'm going to take a break from the Halloween bit and do regular videos until maybe 2 weeks before Halloween. But I am doing the partial pre-Halloween special today, so it is starting sort of today. So you can see that it's starting today, and I have 3 years of videos sets where I did have Halloween specials every year the last 3 years, so very good to watch that. So please explore that, guys. Look around. I got every holiday I had a special, so check every holiday special you love. Okay. But yeah, so it's really, really good that because I noticed that before I had done Halloween specials early on and like different holiday specials early on. And I felt nobody really did that. I felt like it was really rare to see people celebrating holidays early on YouTube or TikTok. I felt people didn't even celebrate them at all, really, like to the extent that I did. But now it's really good that there's a lot of entertainment for us all to enjoy about these specials and about these seasons and these events and these festivities and these holidays and these beautiful ceremonies, darling. All right, bye.